Hello, Saber Junkies. So I wanted to show this one off here. It's something that I just finished up, and also just to give a little bit of demo to my customer, Justin. This is a Korbanth Revan. He wanted this as a gift for his wife, and with a purple theme, and so a little bit of weathering on it as well. And this was fun to do, which I've got weathering on it here. Now this was installed from Korbanth, and so I had to completely uninstall everything and build and design my own chassis for it, because that's kind of special in itself. But this has some weathering here. This was a really shiny purple, and I weathered it down to nice and kind of a flat purple using the lathe and some emery cloth, and then exposed some metal here and there, and then Luma black on that metal, kind of like the center section here and down here on the pommel. I think it turned out really nice. This section here has some weathering on it. So let's take a look at the chassis. So the chassis was special in itself for this reason, because it's got his wife's name on it, and this I painted with acrylic paint on the inside with a deep purple, and I'm not sure how it looks on camera, but it is a deep purple to give contrast to the lighter purple of the chassis itself. Now this is printed in multi-jet fusion nylon, and got a little bit of stuff in my thing there. Yeah, tight, very tight install on this, but I did manage to get a 28mm speaker in it. Now this is the one that was in it, which is I guess a 22 millimeter, and I took the 28 and actually put this, I glued it in place and then took it over on the lathe and I had to turn down just a fraction of it to get it lined up with this, and then turn this down just a little because it had to fit. I mean, it's pretty tight as it is, but I got it to fit good, and it sounds amazing with this 28mm speaker on it. I did not have a purple cover, but I got this cover here from Saber Bay, and I don't know, I thought it looked pretty good in the hilt. So yeah, let's fire it up.
My ally is the Force.
Now I have this turned down 4 places.
The battery level is 89%. Enter volume menu. Maximum volume. Exit volume menu.
I have it sealed here, and gives it a great sound without even the handle on there. So there's a kill switch here.
My ally.
And the SD card is easily accessed just by grabbing it.
My ally
So this has several features on it here. I'm just going to pull this out just to show a few of the things. This board had a sound font package on it, and I left that on there. Luckily, they did put a config on the SD card, so I was able to use that, plus I added some of my own. And of course, they were created by Preston over at Syndicate Custom Relics.
Racing on Malisto. Very fast, very dangerous. Dark Jedi.
So you can go backwards by holding the power button down.
On Malisto.
So unlike the setup that was on it, you had to hold the button down for the power. Now, I've never really cared for that. I like to just be able to push it again. And so that's set up there. Now, let's put this on here real quick. If you swing this on, then you go into battle mode. Which has that feature there. It locks up by clashing. So it's an auto lockup. And then if you want to use auto blaster locks, you hit aux. And that does that every time until you stop, and then it'll stop doing it. So hold down the aux button for battery level.
The battery level is 87%.
Hold down for a second, release for the volume control.
Enter volume menu. Exit volume menu.
And then you get clash with the auxiliary. Double click to get blaster blocks. So it won't show it on this blade, but you can use melt by holding the power button down. And tip drag holding the auxiliary button down. You get tip drag. Holding the power button down, you get tip melt, which is pretty cool features. So that, it's got more features on here, but I'm not going to go over every single one of them. This printout does come with it, so that's very helpful. And yeah. Pretty cool setup. So that's my own config, created with kind of ideas that I had, and Brian Connor, of course, created it, which couldn't be done unless he did. But yeah, I think this turned out really nice. And I'm going to get this shipped out tomorrow. So Justin, I hope you are happy with everything. I went through and did some of the accents. And let's see, for example, let's see here.
From our experience, the greatest...
This is an N-20 starfighter. Mario Kart!
So, this is one that I thought wound up being really nice. This is this Mario Kart. Went into a blade style editor and changed things around to give it the rainbow effect there.
From our experience.
So that's it. You guys have a great one, and I will see you on the next one.